Hi guys, I would like to show you a new problem I'm working on for my video editor. Again, this is just to experiment with Langgraph. So it's a simplified version of the problem of matching video clips to the narration. So that's the key problem. If you want to produce videos fast, you need a kind of background video underneath your entire presentation, and then you can decorate it with more relevant personal attachments, like things that the AI can do. But it's nice to get an underlying base video fast, which just takes stock video clips and images and so on and puts it together. So for that to work, there are a number of things you have to do, and that's what I'm experimenting with here. So first, like, you get a VTT file. A VTT file looks like this. It looks like this. So these are narration fragments, and Zoom gives it to you when it does a transcription. Descript can give it to you when it does a transcription. So this is a format, although this is, I think Zoom changed it a little bit. These ones, like the entry numbers and so on, and are not quite standard, but there is a standard. And so you can rely on this. So this is my input that I get from various services. I also created something that transcribes videos locally for myself, so I don't even have to go to a service anymore. So my editor can use just the local service. Okay, so I get a VTT, and this is my Langgraph code. The new the Langgraph, the graph for the Langgraph code is it contains these steps. For this particular example, it has a concatenate, which takes that video, that VTT file that's fragmented, and creates one flowing prose. The reason why you need to do that is you could try to match the videos. So the idea is to match the videos by description, right? So I have a video library which describes each video with it adds a description. So these are stock videos with a description. So you could try to match this to the VTT fragment, but you would not get very good result. It's not a rich enough data set, because a lot of it is just, it's just basically the narrator is saying filler words, and it's very fragmented. What makes more sense is to concatenate this, create one flowing prose, and then try to extract the key assertions from that. So this is what today's example is going to be. I'm taking the narration. So these are the two steps: concatenate and extract key assertions. So I'm going to concatenate and extract key assertions. So I put a couple of breakpoints in there so you guys will be able to see. And I already had a run, obviously, before I started recording this. So this is the concatenated version. And then it extracts the assertions. These are the assertions. So I'm extracting the assertions with a char index to the back into the array of characters. That was the concatenated narrations. So I get these assertions indexing back to the concatenated narration array. And so from that, you basically, this is not production code. This is an example. In production, obviously, you have to have a lookup table, because now you get a character index into a buffer where the concatenated text is, the concatenated narration is. You want to be able to go back and figure out what the time index is, because you need to insert the video. So you have to point all the way back to the fragments, because that's where the times come from. Like the fragments know the time. So you kind of have to build a lot of lookup tables to make this work. But let's just do the two straightforward steps. Let's do the concatenation with Langgraph, and the other agent is going to do the assertion extraction, key assertion extraction. So if I run this, let's see what it does. So the first one should go fast, right? Okay, so that's just giving it the input. I'm giving it a sample VTT file, which is what you guys see here. And I'm giving it also, so this is one of them. I'm giving it my video library, which is just a list of stock images, stock videos, and a description attached to them. So and we are going to use the description to match it to the narration text. So I go and do the concatenate. And so now I get a concatenated text. So that's no surprise since you guys just saw it. And now the next step is for this, I have to use ChatGPT. So I'm going to ask ChatGPT. So this is the first edge from the Langgraph graph. So this is the Langgraph graph, right? So this is, we are on the first step, and then we're going to go to the second step, extract key assertions. And okay, so here, oops. Yeah, this is actually the second step. So it's extracting the assertions. Let's see what it does. All right. So we have the key assertions, I think. Let's look at the response. So it gave us a JSON file with the assertions and a character indexes back into the concatenated buffer. So that's pretty much what we wanted in this iteration. Now, and of course I can let it go and to finish it, and then it just goes back to the start of the program that started it, and it prints out the answer. So if you guys were listening or watching this intently, you might have noticed there's another function here, match video files by description. There's the third step, and I wasn't able to get that to work yet because that is going to use a different technology. And so I'm probably going to use a vector lookup for that because it's a similarity match. So now you have an array of assertions and you want to match the most similar items from another array. It's a very familiar problem, by the way, for those of you who do Spark and who do relational databases, where you have the problem of not knowing the join keys. So this problem comes up all over again. I mean, a lot of times, over and over again, in data work, because a lot of times you might have a large data set. Let's say you have PubMed and you want to index your sample data into what PubMed has in literature on. You don't know the join keys. You would want to find out what the links are between what you have and what they have, and what they have might be a huge library. So that's what vector search can do. And that's what the third step is going to be, but it's not working yet. But I think that's also going to be very interesting. I'd like you guys know how that turns out. Please subscribe and drop a like, and I will let you know if this video editor becomes available early, you can use it and try it out. And also I occasionally have deals on AI tools, discounts. So sign up. Drop a like and a comment, and I will send you information on how to sign up for that. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.